Okay, as you can see here, I'm placing the iris in front of the takeoff tables, and I'm going to be testing for altitude and distance to a certain extent, trying to make sure my geofence is in compliance with FAA rules and safe regulations just in general. So we'll see what we have here. Just testing 1, 2, and 3. I'll get back to you shortly when we get some height on us here. It was a very beautiful day today. Just actually perfect conditions. I just enjoy taking the drone up and getting some nice video. Looking for clarity and color and the crispness of the color. And you never really take that perfect video, so that's why we just continue to try over and over and over again. Shortly, you'll see me go into return to home. I like to test this feature from time to time when I get up to a certain height and distance, just to always make sure that it can autonomously return itself to the spot of takeoff. Now that's some distance away from our flying site down there. As you can see, it's a pretty good ways down. I'm up, I would say, close to 500 feet at this point right now, so I do have to make a slight adjustment. Uh, that's up there. That's up there. Next, I'm going to be going straight out away from me and see exactly what we're talking about as far as the Bluebeam antennas that I have installed on here and the Cricket transmitter. bringing the signal back down to ground station. I need to have clarity. It's not going to ever be as clear as you see right here on the video that the GoPro 3 is taking, but it still should be good enough for me to know exactly where I'm going and how it's tracking. And also some of the crucial indices that I need to see inside my goggles. See, right now, as you're watching this video, I have the goggles on down on the ground, and I'm seeing everything you're seeing here now. Just gives you the feeling of being in the cockpit, or whatever you want to call it, of the drone. And this is what I'm seeing as I'm flying. Most of the time I need to sit down because your equilibrium can kind of play with you a little bit when you start moving around up this high and you're actually sitting on the ground. So it's enjoyable. It just continually tweaks my interest every week in and week out. And that's why I continue to do this. And there's a lot more things I'm going to continue to do going forward. They're going to be even better. I'm going to hit the return to home here toggle switch on my transmitter here shortly, and you'll see what happens is that the Iris automatically goes up 65 meters and returns to the launch area. The reason why it's calibrated to do that is because if I'm flying somewhere and I'm a lot lower than this, and if there's trees or buildings or anything around, by it automatically going up 65 feet and coming back to the launch area, it never gets tangled up in anything that might be in the way. Because there's a lot of reasons why you hit return to home. Loss of signals, some issues with, you can't see the video anymore, it's too far out, you're losing sight of it, and so on and so forth. And plus, I have it set in the geofence, which controls the distance of how far away I go. I have it to actually so many thousand feet, it will return on its own. Or if my battery gets down from 12.4 to 10.5, it automatically returns to home. And at that point, I've also dialed in to have at least 1,000 milliamps left, which gives me plenty of battery load to bring it all the way back to where it launched from. Whether I'm out a mile away or 1,000 feet, it doesn't matter. As you can see right here, return to home has brought it back down to the ground and landed it on its own. At this point, I take control of the radio, I hit the kill switch, and I go over and I retrieve the drone and take it back to the setup table. It's a fantastic hobby. I really enjoy it, and I thank you so much for watching along as I test different things as far as flying and landing and everything else involved with this drone. Thank you so much.